Hey, it's Greg Christensen, Grandview Livestock. We just brought that herd, I don't know, there's around 400 ewes in this bunch, back up the road like we had taken them down there earlier. You might have saw that video, and now we're bringing them back to this 50-acre pasture to we'll strip graze this through the winter here. There's a lot of good eating here, as you can see. Yeah, as you can see, plenty for them to eat here. It'll be several months on into probably through February maybe. They'll have plenty to eat here. We haven't grazed this, oh man, I can't remember. It was last spring. They had their lambs here, and you might have seen a video where we took them down the road, and that would have been the last time we took them out of here and took them to where we just brought them from. So it's been, I don't know, probably last June anyway. So this will save a tremendous amount of hay bales and labor, which we seem to always be short of. I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed these sheep haven't worked on these cedar trees very much. I'm anxious to see if they do this winter now. Back when they were in here this spring, they really just didn't touch them. Now the goats are better at eating those cedars. Especially through the winter time, they'll eat them better. And so now we'll see how these sheep do on them. That's a good guard dog right there. His name's Charlie. We raised him from a pup. Well, we raised about all of our guard dogs from pups. I've got one pup now that we did buy. There's about, I don't remember now, 60 ewe lambs in here probably, from different places that we just stuck them over here. We'll probably keep most of those. They all weighed over 65 pounds when we put them in here. They should all breed at that weight. So we're going to string a wire up here and then let them strip graze. The pond is to the east of us here. You can't see it behind those cedar trees that they can go to. There, we pushed them through this gate back here, and this is the pond that they can go to water at. And there's another 40 acres on the other side of the dam of that pond there that we haven't fenced off of that right now. But we'll give them the west side of the pond, and we'll give them the east side of the pond. You can see what I was telling you about the cedar trees in here. But we could burn it off, but I'll tell you, we lose a lot of good forage. We wouldn't be able to have these guys out here. There won't be much to burn once they get through here. I don't think it'd be a hot enough fire to take care of these cedar trees. and the forage is more valuable. We'll see what we have to do with these. Maybe the sheep will work on them. Okay, so now where we put one wire or two?
Just one. When we do it, just one wire. When we're strip grazing them with these posts, the O'Brien posts, we put the wire on the 5th one from the bottom.
Okay.
And it seems like they don't go under it, and it's high enough they don't try and jump it.
So the 5th one from the bottom, and that makes it, I don't know, how tall is that?
About knee height on me, so whatever that is, 2.5 feet maybe.
Okay. That seems to be working for us. These have been strip grazed on the place that we just moved them from, and that's the same way you did it, one wire about that high the whole time. Yeah. So, and as long as they got plenty to eat, they don't want over here too bad. So yeah, we just always use these O'Brien posts. Found out it's not worth the effort or the money to buy those cheaper ones. So the way I do it is we'll string the wire first. That way we get us a good straight line to work with. If you try to put the post in first, you'll have them all zigzagging all over the place. So we run the wire first, snug it up a little bit there, and then I just drive beside it right there on the four-wheeler, and I sort of sit side saddle on the four-wheeler with both legs on one side, hook that post in the fifth notch there, and step it in without ever getting off the four-wheeler. And you can string it up pretty quickly. This is a short run here. It makes it kind of nice. Now I know the 4th run, or the fifth notch on those posts is, I don't know, it's probably 18 inches or 2 feet. But that seems to work best for us, really. We've tried it lower, maybe around 1 foot, 10 inches, and they just jump over it. I don't know, maybe our sheep are just really athletic, but that 5th notch seems to work. And I'm going to run them on up here to the end of the line. Now, for sheep, you need your posts closer together. We put them about 15 or 20 feet apart. If we're short on posts, we might just put them a little bit farther, but not, with cattle, we might run them 50 or 60 feet apart. But with sheep, the closer you got them like this, it does seem to work better to hold them in there. Holds the wire stiffer and tighter. There you can see about how far I've got them apart. It's not rocket science. Some are a little farther apart than others. If you go up and over a dip, you need one at the top, you need one at the bottom to hold it down, one at the top to hold it up. See here, I'm going to go over this, there was an old terrace here, and I'll have to do the same thing at the bottom. I'll have one at the top terrace, I'll have one, and at the bottom on the other side I'll put another one. And Travis is up there, he's setting up another strip there for the next time, so I'll have it ready. So, I don't know, this will last them probably 3 days. These 400, I think there's 425 ewes here. And so then he'll give them that next strip. That'll probably last them a couple days. And then we'll just keep going. There's only about, 6 or 7 acres here on this side of the pond. And then they'll be moved to the other side of the pond. But they'll dig down through here and they'll get the best of all this, that green stuff down in there. Wish we had a little bit more diversity in here. I'm going to try to get some Lespedizas and just some common Lespedizas. I got the seed. I just need to get it on a spreader on a four-wheeler, and we'll spread it through here. So while they're grazing this, then they'll be kind of working it into the soil. And the guard dog's coming back over here. They bit. They see the border collie. They don't normally fight as long as I'm out here, but I wouldn't want to let them out here if I wasn't here. There, we got the dog food feeder set up. You can see they'll jump in that hole and eat. The sheep will never jump in that hole. Goats, not very often, occasionally. So there you have it, guys. This will save us probably, oh, I don't know, 60 days worth of these guys would probably, they'd eat a bale a day probably, something like that, if we just had to have them on full hay feeding. And we won't give them any other protein or anything now. This will meet all their nutritional needs. Our biggest worry here is going to be water. We're pretty dry, and that pond's got plenty of water, but it'll freeze. We'll have to be over here breaking ice. Bit bottom. So there you have it, guys. It's Greg Christensen at Grandview Livestock. Hey, hope you're having a good day.